one night goofing around, I got my lift as squared with each other and all butted together as well as I can. It's as tight with that little bottom piece as narrow. Anyway, it's where I think it needs to be. And it's as squared with the world, meaning the shop building, as I think I can get it. So marked my drill holes out on both sides and going to drill those first and get the epoxy drying. Okay, got the Harbor Freight concrete drill, rotary hammer, concrete bit, 7/8 to give enough room to epoxy the 3/4 inch anchors, we'll call them, pieces of all thread. No, the 7/8 would not fit through the hole in the base plate. No, I didn't want to drill them out to that. I did one before, doing it, just hitting the holes, and came up okay. Not making myself a mess that didn't line up anymore. We'll see if I get that lucky again. I had a crazy thought as I was getting ready to drill or wondering how to keep the bit from walking around. Anybody who's drilled anything, bits don't stay where you put them necessarily, or mine don't. So drilled a 7/8 hole in that. Haven't seen if the bit will fit through. Should though. Either way, it's wood and not going to hurt the little carbide or whatever it is tips on there to clearance the wood. But my theory is I'll stand on that and drill through it, and maybe they'll be where I want them to. And we'll see if I regret my decision with not using the lift as a pattern to hold the drill bit. So here we go. So if you're watching the time lapse and seeing that bit dance around, that is bent like crazy. If I was smart, I would have stopped once I saw it spinning and taken it back to Harbor Freight. I thought, it'll be fine, and drill my holes. And I probably would, but I might go try to straighten it on the press real quick, because that is incredibly crooked. Okay, I think the both sides up, to the best of my guessing. And I think the press has oil in it. Will it bend or will it break? We'll find out. Or will it just roll over and make me mad? It's got a lot of spring in it. See if I have vice grips. $2 Chinese vice grips, no less. Oh yeah, that's quality. My theory is that will keep my hands off the exploding part. Wish I had something more than safety squints. Go a little bit more. It's a little bit past center. Maybe one. Maybe one more. Maybe we'll go past the same amount that it looks like it's bowed. In between there and the other bow, it should be centered, right? Boy, that's got a lot of spring. almost like it's hardened and tempered and all those words. Yeah, I think that was just built with that bow in it. I don't know why I thought maybe it happened that way in the store or shipping or something, but that had to have been a crazy amount of force to do that. Hate being a wussy and not wanting that to fly out and hit me. But anybody who's played with presses can probably attest to metal stuff shooting out. I guess I could hide over here. The tender underbelly, get it away from possible flying parts. I thought this had a gauge on it. Oh, there it is. So we're only at 5 tons. That's not much. It is a tiny little bar though. It's quite a bit past center. I'm hearing weird noises. We'll back off a little bit. This may end up being a failure due to wanting to actually finish drilling my holes without going to Harbor Freight again. I feel like it could be straighter than it was. If so, it's not by much. The downside to that is it gives me encouragement to try a little more. Because if it moved a little, surely it'll move a little more, right? You always want your press to be sturdy. Which evidently means wobble all over while you try to squeeze it. Here it does today. We're up to 6 tons or so. Boy, that's bowed. I hope the camera picks that up. Push my left part out. Ooh. Oh, I hope it's the wood crunching. Not little splinters in the metal. I'm guessing the metal would let go all at once. So, yeah, 6-ish tons. And it's bowed enough to be scary to Sam. So like I said, this may be a failure. Boy, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, the whole actually wanting to get my holes drilled and not just snap a drill bit today. I think we're gonna call that done for now. It may be a touch straighter, but if it is, it ain't much. I'm guessing it's not straighter. So, general failure, other than, I guess, playing with the press. I don't know. We successfully played. Okay, we'll go drill holes. Not much straighter.
There's a lot of wiggle in that drill bit. Is it supposed to do that?
Oh, yeah, I should have taken it back, but there's an hour going and
Uh-huh.
Harbor drill's gonna take off now. Dropping through the bottom, and I would prefer not to, but I think it'll be fine.
So why are there 2 tape marks?
Because I started off optimistic and then I pulled my head out of my butt and went to how thick the concrete is.
Oh, okay. So you're not gonna drill it 15 inches down?
No, I should. That's what the internet says to do.
Oh, we're funny. So you have to drill how many holes per?
5 per post.
5 per post.
I can't decide whether to just drill them all or drill one post where epoxy in and make sure it works first.
That would probably be the safe thing to do.
Yeah. Seems prudent.
So it's a crappy Harbor Freight drill, or it's a crappy bit, or both? It's fairly quick though. I mean, it's like, yeah. So this will be right at 5 minutes, and with all the stops and everything, and you're on the last hole, so like a minute a hole, roughly. I want to see the epoxy process. So now you're cutting 6.5 inches of threaded rod, is that right? And you have to do that 5 times? Okay, totally. It is the math's fault. Always good to double check. What is it, measure twice, cut once? Thanks. Okay. Yes, you did. Probably said it before. This is one of the things that Sam does that makes me the most nervous, and I don't really know why. It just seems like it could go very wrong very fast. But he seems to know what he's doing, so it worked. I don't even know what that means, but
like for so it moves a lot because it's easy. No, that says slow force. Oh, maybe for anyway. Yeah, so you can get a lot more pressure on the tube with the same amount of hand force.
That's cool.
I've never seen anything that fancy.
Every once in a while, Sam lets me convince him to buy a tool that we already have because I think it's fancier than what we have and that it's going to somehow make his life easier. And most of the time he tells me no and we don't need it. And every once in a while he's like, fine, whatever. And we get to buy it. And then he's like, this is so nice. I can't believe we didn't have one sooner. So I'm hoping that's what this thing is. It already seems pretty impressive. What kind of weird safety mechanism?
I think it's a bag.
Oh, it looks like it?
Yeah.
How weird is that?
Like they wired the bag of goo in there. Might have to read directions.
I was gonna say, this is way fancier than any tube of anything I've ever used or seen. Okay, we're gonna read. Okay, so Sam read the directions, which equates to looking at the pictures. And we have a plan. So now we're gonna go for it.
So I do know also we should let some come out. It seems awfully just straight black. Where's the gray?
Well, I don't know. Oh.
I feel like it needs to be grayer, and I hate wasting,
Half the tube?
yeah, $30 bottle of goo. That looks more legit, right?
I don't know what it's supposed to look like,
Well,
but that
the
is a
grade
lot
is
grayer.
making it
Oh,
brown.
yeah. I do see that. Ready, set, go. Can't see anything in there. Darn it.
On the bright side, neither can I.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get my head out of your way.
It wasn't that, it's just, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in there.
So are you supposed to theoretically fill the whole hole with?
The screw will offset all of, not all of that, a large portion of that. And yeah, I mean, it should be top to bottom anchory epoxy
Okay.
is my understanding. And what I remember from last time.
Okay.
I don't think this is necessary, but I'm doing it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely not a how-to, if anybody wondered. This is watch a dum-dum. Put anchors in a deal. We'll see how flexible the tip is.
Luckily, it came with another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can blow another half tube of goo. I should have marked on those roughly where 2 inches was, but...
Oh. Well, if you know they're 6 inches long, there's some math that should happen.
Boy, that's pretty stinking close to what I would want to see.
I like it.
I don't know if there's anything better I could do.
Somebody on the internet will tell you if there is.
Exactly. Don't, yeah. I was gonna tell it not to harden in there, but
Oh, yeah.
probably not voice activated.
It'd be funnier if it was. Ready, set, dry. Poof.
Hole's number 2. Plural, because it's the second.
It is.
So about half full is what we're shooting for, Brandy, evidently.
Okay. Of which we can't see in the hole to know for sure when it's half. Okay. We have 5
No touchy bolts.
no touchy bolts, 5 epoxied threaded rod things that we cannot touch for clock amount of time according to a picture, which I think he said was 70 minutes. So,
Yeah, so stickums in 4 and ready to mount, they claim in 7.
oh, so, okay.
I will be tempted to
Give it
more than that.
yeah. But you said it was already, like the first ones are already starting to harden up a little bit, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Epoxy's firm to the touch on those first ones.
That is awesome.
I think it's more than 10 minutes, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. And that includes,
That one's awfully low.
is it?
Yep.
Do we?
Cut them long.
Yeah. So part of the problem, some of the holes drilled through the bottom of the concrete slab, and so then the epoxy was just filling in the space underneath. So it was taking a little bit more epoxy.
On some of them, we intentionally drilled through the slab to make a flange on the bottom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Extra
Holding.
securement.
It's like putting a washer under the net.
Yes. Sam thought ahead and intentionally did that. Wink, wink. And yeah, so we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to do the other side, and we don't need to show you that because it looks like this, but over there. And then the next step will be making this thing attached to those forever,
This thing on those things.
and then see what we can lift and how far we trust it. Stay tuned.
All right, anchors all in. Turns out the lift comes with a storage holder for your epoxy. Just got these guys in. These guys we got in an hour ago or so, maybe 2 hours. So by the info on the tube, I could set that post on there, but in the interest of giving them the best chance of working, we're going to hold off probably at least a day, I think. And then one interesting thing, if the epoxy sticks to concrete as well as it sticks to fingers, we'll be doing good. Anchors have dried for a day plus a bit, so I'm gonna set the post on there. Motorcycle strap kind of hokey attached up there. Lift and see if we can slide it over on there. Shouldn't be too big a deal, even if I have to just swing it and lean it this way and hook it on some studs and let it down, versus driving the tractor around in the room with stuff everywhere and not a lot of room. We'll see.
Motorcycle strap is holding up. Let's see what I can see. Which is just enough to know that it's in the air. I realized just now that it's really not right. Using motorcycle strap that might or might not break and post suspended from it. So we're going to be as smooth and careful as we can.
And it unfortunately has twisted. I mean, I kind of knew it would, but it has twisted 90 degrees.
Huh. So the other thing I didn't think of is it's hard to lower and direct that. So
now I'll go see if I actually have nuts and washers. It was indeed, I guess if you look from the top, you can see it was pretty close. It probably bunged a couple threads on the top there. But nothing bad. So it sat on there just fine. Get it kind of shimmed level and bolt it down and see what kind of mess we can make. It's all leveled and torqued. Little shims under it and a plate that I made to take up a little bit of extra slop. Exact same over here. I set the little motor and hydraulic reservoir on there. It's really weird how low it is. The rotary we had was at a normal person's height.
Not knee high.
But I guess it's easy to fill that way. So all I have is to figure out where the two hydraulic lines go for the cylinders, and then eventually bolt the plate down on the bottom. That won't be super soon. And then power it up and see what kind of mess we make.
And you decided with the wiring that we're not going to do 480.
Oh, yeah, so the manual said a whole giant range of voltage, but the motor itself says 220 or 240. Neither of those is 277.
Not in this country.
No.
Maybe in China.
So we're gonna go too far on the low side and do 208.
And then the other cool thing Sam discovered right there on the wall is a 220 plug. So he just needs to run the power that far, and he doesn't have to run a new piece of conduit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might end up being a little bit hokey, and it'll have an extension cord from there to here. A power cord. I don't know.
A power cord.
Call it a power cord. It's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna hook up some hoses, fill a tank.
Hoses, fill a tank. Make a. It's probably gonna be a temporary scary cord for now. Cause I don't think I have any SO cord to put a actual end on. Coyotes are dogging.
I was gonna say, I wondered if I was hearing coyotes. Oh yeah, for sure. Wow, how close are they? I wonder if they're in that tree line at the edge of that field. But the way sound carries out here, it's hard to tell. It could be on the other side of that hill even. But they're getting loud. And the dogs just sit and bark at them until they start to howl back. That's always kind of funny. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. We'll keep you posted with the progress. See, posted. It's a post lift. Anyway, that was funny to me. And hopefully show something being raised up in the air with it. So stay tuned.
Okay, so I've got a temporary power cord connected. It's probably a don't do this if you're smart moment. Full of hydraulic fluid, plumbing technically done. I've not pushed the button yet. It's all plastic, so I should be good. I'm just gonna give it a little chunker. Nice, so sounds like no oil moving, and rams seem to echo that. Oh, but that guy is taken off, so that's encouraging. Interesting. Not sure if that really matters because gravity will keep it where it needs to be. There's also the part where I've got these snug. The little adjuster guys are basically out of adjustment, so I'd have to monkey with that one, which, to be blunt, I don't even know how I would get in there. It might be make some custom wrenches, or I guess loosen that up and then hand adjust, but it's double nutted on that side, which sucks. I wonder, with how they sent washers with that, I assume they meant it to be captured like that? Anyway, we're in the goofing around and testing phase here, so we'll keep goofing around. Well, so that one got to where it actually had a tiny bit of resistance. And now that guy's doing stuff. We might be kind of sort of evened out. Look at that. Let's watch this guy. That's not too awful at the moment. Oh, he's a little sloppy. Yeah, I'm guessing. Ah, oh, that sucks. So that side is good. This side is sloppy. Looks like I have a thread or two. Wondering how balanced the keepers, the, what's it called? Safeties, the stops, the things that click as it goes up. It's off, but not horribly so. Ooh, it synced up. Huh. Them clicking together is the idea. I was gonna let it back down and play with that cable, and it turns out, nope, maybe I'm not gonna let it down. So one of these, I think it's that guy, is the lowering speed. Obviously it has no weight on it, so I can't hold the phone and try to push on that, so you guys are gonna have to come back in a minute. Dawned on me, it's at kind of a comfortable height to put the arms on there, and that will add some weight. So I think I'm gonna do that, because I leaned on it a little bit and it tried to go down a tiny bit. So I need snap ring pliers for those little guys, and we'll stick arms on it. So got the arms on real quick and realized, as anybody who has used a lift probably knew before I got the arms on, that the safeties were on, just to see how much that is actually moving. It was not much, so I'm gonna sit on it and take it down. So I think I'm to the point, I guess for one, I need to put that cover over there so it's not in my way, and top the oil off, actually get a power cord. I think test lift the Tahoe or something, that least valuable vehicle we have, and make sure everything's hunky-dory. I guess I probably should have waited till I have the
arm set, but what the first lift trying out the Tahoe looks like. Looks like I think my little short extensions will work out just fine. I'll set those pads where they need to be, which is just a guess on my part for balance and stuff wise, since clearly I don't know what I'm doing. So we just kind of make it up. All of that looks tolerable. So I'll have you guys watch for me. We'll stop right in there. That one looks good. That one's gonna take a little bit more. Go check the other front one and then we'll check the rears. Yep, that looks good. You'd think that that would want to touch. I might go just a touch more. The other three are okay. Huh. That's really weird. And I can't think of what it would be doing that. Time for a tape measure, I think. I'll see if it's the Tahoe that's weird. Basically see if all the arms are about the same height off the ground. So I'll be right back. So every single arm where I stopped and checked was exactly 9 inches off the ground from the bottom of the arm to the floor. So I poked a little more and then I thought, well, I'll just raise it on up. And there it is. I'll do the wiggle test and hope we don't dump the Tahoe. I mean, that seems about what the rotary we used to have was. Not no wiggle, but not ridiculously scary. So I think I'm gonna call it good. I will say, I don't know if one of the carriages, it did feel like it was dragging kind of weird, lifting empty. And I wonder if that might be the case. Because it was acting like it was binding a little bit. One cable was tighter than the other lifting. Unless that's just how it works. I don't know.